Recently, I found out that there's a lot more things you could do in the Apple Shortcuts app than you can imagine. From automations such as auto-rotating a video when you open the YouTube app, or even auto-messaging when you're in a certain location. Now let's get started. Our first automation deals with low power mode. If you don't want low power mode to reach at 20% and turn on automatically, instead you can actually turn it automatically at a different percentage such as 80%. So if you open up a Shortcuts app and go to automations, then you click on new automation, or type in battery at the top, and you click on equals 50% and run immediately, and disable notify when run. So currently it says when it equals 50% of battery life, it will run immediately. So I'll actually change this to 80%, but you can put in whatever percentage that you would like. Then I will click on next. Now you'll see here on the get started, it will say set low power mode. Now if you don't see that, you can go into the search bar and type in the word low, L-O-W. Now here it will say set low power mode. So what you want to do is press on that, and it will say turn low power mode on. Now click on done, and there you go, you have your automation for low power mode. The second automation will let people know when you're in a certain location, depending if you're inside of that city or range. So go to new automation or click on the plus button on the top right corner if you do have automations in that tab. Now go to arrive, go to location, and type in the address of your gym or church or even a city. Let's type in Los Angeles. Los Angeles. And now it will ask you where in Los Angeles or a range. So currently it's set at the LA City Hall, but you can expand it to 810 feet. You can go even further to Little Tokyo, Walt Disney Concert Hall. And let's see if we can go all the way down to Inglewood. Now we're near Inglewood and LAX, as you can see on the little right side of that circle. Now just click on done. Now you can set a time range, like if you're in that area within this time, then send out this message. But we will actually not do that today. But you're able to do it, you're able to play around with it. Now I'll set it to any time and run immediately. Now click on next, click on a new blank automation, and now click on send message. Once you click on send message, you're able to type in what message it will send to what recipient once you're in that range, or during the time range of being within that location range that you have set. Now I can put in as my message, hi, I'm in LA, let me know when you're ready. Now it will send that message to my recipient when I'm in that location range. So if I click on my recipient, I can type in who I am able to send that message to. Now if I click on done, there we go. I have the automation, so whenever I'm around LA or within that 1,200 feet of that range of LA, such as Inglewood, California, then it will send out that message. It's very unique. To get the most out of your battery life on your iPhone, this automation will help you a lot, especially when Wi-Fi decides to keep on being turned on. It's actually draining off a lot of battery, and so does Bluetooth too. But this one is just for Wi-Fi. So again, with the automations, you would set a new automation, and you'll click on arrive. Now for this demonstration, I will just set in Ontario, California as my home base. So if I'm within Ontario, California, and I arrive to this and run immediately, then set a new automation, and I type in the word Wi-Fi, I can set Wi-Fi. Now when you click on set Wi-Fi, this is determining whether that setting is on or off for roaming. Now I'll turn this to on because I am home. When I arrive at home, turn Wi-Fi on. So I'll click on done for that automation to run. Now when you are going to work, what you could do is when I leave Ontario, California, when I leave within this range, done, run immediately, next, run a new blank automation, add action, then type in Wi-Fi, set Wi-Fi to turn off so I'm not wasting any of my battery. If you have questions about this, please let me know in the comments down below. This is going to be the same as a Wi-Fi one, but it's going to be for Bluetooth instead. So starting from the top again, we will set a new automation. When I arrive in Ontario, California, within that range, run immediately and type in the word, actually, let's go to new blank automation, and then type in the word Bluetooth. Now we'll say set Bluetooth. Now, because you are arriving home, then you can turn Bluetooth on if you really need it. So I'll click on done. And when I leave home, leave Ontario, California, which is home, done. Within that range, run immediately and run a new blank automation, type in the word Bluetooth, and you can turn it off. Now, as you can see with the other one, it could also work in airplane mode. So let's quickly do that. So let's go into when I arrive on Ontario. So it's the same method on how to set it up on your location. But the do part, we're actually going to switch this out. We're going to click on add action and type in airplane. Set airplane mode. There's also set cellular data. So there's a lot of things that you could do. So if I go to set airplane mode or set cellular data, again, you can turn it on, you can turn it off, whether you're arriving or leaving from that location. It is definitely very, very useful, and it definitely is something that you should really consider making. If you have a hard time waking up, this alarm notification will help you a lot. Now let's go make a new automation, and as you can see right in between time of day and sleep at the very top, it has alarm. So right here, when it goes off, is snoozed or is stopped. So if you have a hard time, most of the time you're probably gonna press on is snoozed. So let's click on is snoozed. Any of these other options can also work. You can also mess around with it. Now alarms, it could be any of the alarms, it could be the wake up alarms or existing alarms which you're able to choose. Don't mind the times, but I have a whole bunch of alarms because I do media production, so it makes sense. So I'll click on any for now and make sure you click on run immediately. Make sure notify when run is turned off, and let's click on next. Now here on next, you could either play a music track or anything like that, such as right here, play music. I don't really use Apple Music, to be honest, so I don't really know what to put here. So let's go to add action and let's do something that I would actually use it for, such as speak. I can put on here speak text. So if my alarm rings, I could say, hey, you gotta wake up, you will miss class. Or, you got a test today. I can put that right there, but we'll just put that in for now. Done. So if you want a music to be played within Apple Music, Spotify, whatever it is, or you just want it to buzz just like crazy, or speak a text out loud, such as, hey, you gotta wake up, you will miss class. You could definitely do that. Now, some of you want to really troll your friends really badly, like you're able to really do it, or either you have like a wife that you have to know whether you're in that time frame, that you're at the grocery store, and you might forget to actually text her. It's an easy fix. Again, we will start a new automation, and we will go to the time of day. So when it is 9:38 a.m., or you can actually type in, or I don't know what it's called. Just put in what time, such as, let's put 4 a.m. I know that sounds absurd. Now let's put repeat daily, weekly, or monthly. You're able to choose one of those. Now if you do choose monthly, you have to choose which type of like day within that month. So if it's August 9, then it will be September 9, November 9, and so forth, you know. I'm just skipping through, I'm not going nowhere. And then there's weekly, whether it's Monday through Sunday, or whether it's just Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, things like that, or daily. Now set it to run immediately, no notifications when run. Click on next, go to send message, and you can send a message like, hi, I got the groceries, and send it to whoever it is. Now click on done, and you can send it to whoever you want at 4:38 a.m. or at 8 a.m. or whatever time that you have set. Now you might be like a little bit of a chat robot. That's why it's not really recommended, but it definitely is useful, especially if you're going to be texting your main system. on something you might forget or whatever you might need. If you're that person that likes to have auto rotation lock always on, such as you can see on my screen right here, here's a way so when you're watching YouTube, Disney Plus, Netflix, or whatever it could be, it will turn off automatically and you're able to rotate your phone to watch that horizontal video. So here we go, let's go to new automation. Let's set a new automation right here. And let's go to app, which is above airplane mode. So when the app is open, you're able to choose the app. We will select YouTube. Done. And run immediately. No notifications when run. Now let's click on next. Now here, let's click on new blank automation and type in auto lock or lock. Yep, just type in the word lock and you'll see set orientation lock. Click on that and you can set it to toggle, but it's a lot more redundant if you just click on turn auto orientation lock on. So basically it's kind of doing the opposite right now, because when YouTube is open, orientation lock is still on. What you want it to be is when YouTube is open, or when Disney Plus, Netflix, Hulu is open, turn orientation off. To switch on to off, just click on the word on and click on done. Now you want to do the same for when you exit the app. So click on plus for a new automation, go to app above airplane mode and click on is closed and run immediately. So yeah, basically what we've done earlier, but make sure it says is closed. So when YouTube is closed, run immediately with no notifications when run, make a new blank automation, lock, set orientation lock, instead of toggle, turn it to turn orientation lock on. So let's open the YouTube app right now. So when I go to YouTube, you can see my orientation lock is off. But when I exit YouTube, you can see my orientation lock is turned on. It's very convenient, especially when you're watching YouTube or a video. It definitely is annoying when you have orientation lock turned off, but when you're watching a YouTube video, it gets even a lot more annoying when you have to go manually turn off orientation lock off just to watch the video horizontally. When you're having a hard time falling asleep and you need something such as background noise, the iPhone actually has that. Don't even think about buying a background noise machine unless you really want to. So here, we're not going into our automations tab, we're going into our main shortcuts tab on the left. Go ahead and click on the plus icon on the top right corner, click on add action, and type in background. And you can see right here that there's set background sounds. So go ahead and click on set background sounds, and you can turn it on. So if I turn it on right here, you're able to hear that there's actually some background sound being played. Now if I do that again, I can turn it off. I will turn it back on. So if I type in the word background again on here, I can set my background sounds volume to 100% and it will be louder. And that is rain that's being heard. So if I click on a change background sound, it will give me the option for change background sound to balance noise, or I can select it to be asked each time. This is able to help you with the alarm automations, whether you're starting an alarm to tell you to go to bed, or either the opposite and so forth. So as you can see here, change background sound to background sound. So what this means is I'm able to choose which sound I want. Turn background sound on, so I'll actually swap this one right here. So basically what I have set this automation to is that when run, change background sound to whatever background sound that I will choose, whether it's rain, ocean, or whatever it might be. Set the background sounds volume to 100% and turn background sounds on. So if I press play on this one, you can see that I have the option for background sound, balanced noise, bright noise, dark noise, ocean, rain, and stream. Let's click on ocean. And as you can hear, you're able to hear the actual background noise being played. Now it is very low, so you might have to connect to a speaker, but it definitely does work. Now if you want to turn it off, you can obviously make an automation to make it turned off, or you can switch it from on to off and press on play, and it will shut off. when you're connected to Wi-Fi, you're actually able to create an automation that will turn off cellular so you're not using your data at the same time. So go ahead and let's make a new automation. Go to Wi-Fi right above Bluetooth. And when it says network joined, you can select which network it is. So in here, this is the whole list when you're connected to your Wi-Fi. We will click on my home network right there and let it run immediately. Then click on next and go ahead and click on set cellular data. Turn cellular data off. So whenever I'm connected to the Wi-Fi of my home, cellular data will be turned off. Now, if you want it to be when you leave, basically you would just create a new automation and set it to when you're connected to this same network, and when you left it, run immediately, done, and go back, click on do on set cellular data and set it to on. So when you disconnect from the Wi-Fi network, your cellular data will turn on. But when you do connect to your own home's Wi-Fi network, it will turn off. Without having to go through the struggle through settings to figure out your battery settings, with this script and shortcut, you're able to go to the battery settings directly. So I'll show you how to do it, and I'll also paste it in the description down below, the script for that part. So let's click on add a new automation, aka shortcut. Go click on add action, type in open URL. So there you go, right here where it says URL, you would type in this script that will show on my screen right now. You will type in this one, this whole thing, and now when you press play for that, it'll go straight to your battery settings. You'll see your battery percentage number. So if it's turned off, it will look like this. If you turn it on, it will look like this. And you can see the battery health and charging, the last 24 hours, the last 10 days, which apps are using the most battery, and even a maximum capacity, peak performance, and so forth, and this whole battery settings area to look at your own battery's health on your phone. If you're in a situation where you call AAA but you don't know where you are, this automation is going to help you greatly, not only for you as a customer of AAA, but for everybody else involved. So right here, let's create a new automation. Let's click on add action. Now, after clicking on add action, make sure you type in get current location. Click on the get current location. Now, it might not seem that much, so if you click on this little arrow, it'll say precision, nearest 100 meters, and the other options is best, nearest 10 meters, nearest kilometer, and so forth. So we will just leave it to that for now. Now, below, you want to set it to quick look. Now here in quick look, if you press on play, but basically it's showing the address of where you are, so when AAA calls and like ask you, hey, where's your location, obviously it's gonna pinpoint you through a link. But if you need the actual exact location that you're at that you have no clue about, just run this automation and it will tell you the address of where you are and where the tow truck driver should be located. So all you have to do is just run the automation and it will tell you the location of where you are with your dead car, whether it's your engine, battery, or whatever it might be. So the AAA operator can tell that AAA tow driver or battery, whatever it might be, which address you are located at, because this automation will run and it will tell you the address of where you are, which makes it completely a lot more easier than opening up the Compass app and telling them your coordinates. As everybody has known, especially for the elderly, there has been unknown callers, which are usually scammers. And now if you're not that old yet, you know, then you're able to actually enable and disable it with this automation, making your life a lot more easier. So let's go ahead and create a new automation, add action, and let's type in a menu. Now it will be from the choose from menu option. So here on the top where it says 1, you can type in the option for enable and option 2 to be disable. So it says choose from menu with the prompt. Your prompt is going to be silence unknown callers. Now here where it says enable, disable, and end menu, you would type in on the search bar silence unknown callers again. So you would set the silence unknown callers to be on when you click on enable, and go ahead and do that again, but click on again to turn it off. So we'll click on the on switch again and we'll make it turn off. So it'll be turn sounds unknown callers off. Now set that and move it over to where it says under disable. So basically what we got here is choose from menu when this shortcut has run with the prompt of sounds unknown callers with the option to enable or disable. If I select enable, it will turn sounds unknown callers on. If I select disable, it will turn sounds unknown callers off. And once I press that option, whether it's on or off or enable and disable, then it will end showing that menu. Now here at the top, let's type in the word silence unknown callers. And you can also change the icon. Choose icon. So I can turn this to that right there, and let's change the symbol to a phone. A phone ringing. Done. And if you go ahead and click on the top where it says silence unknown callers where you titled it, then you click on add to home screen. Add to home screen, add. So if I go back to my home screen right here, right under YouTube, you can see it says silence unknown callers. So if I actually press on that, boom, there's a menu. When I click on enable, silence unknown callers will be enabled or turned on in simple terms. Now if I click on disable, it will actually be turned off and it will actually annoy me because I don't want these telemarketing phone calls. So I'll actually turn it on and enable it and be at peace again. If you own a business or you want to have a digital file as your media kit or anything like that, you can like open up a file without having to search it within the file app itself. So let's go ahead and create a new automation right here, add action, and we will type in the word file. Now here in file, you would select under documents the word file. Now in this option, I'm gonna say file a lot, by the way. So I would click on file again right here, and you can select whether it's a, like, I don't really know, like a media kit, a photo that you want to show grandma or something like that. Just click on that photo, click on done, and now let's add in the automation for quick looks. So here in quick looks, it will say show file and quick look when you run this automation. So I'm gonna click on run on my automation. It will actually show that photo or media kit or PDF file from that file folder without you having to dig it at all. Instead, it only took you a simple press and it will show automatically. If you found this video to be very helpful, well, I cover all things smart home, and make sure that you subscribe for more smart home videos like this. Now with these automations, let me know which one was your favorite down below and which automation actually I should figure out and make a video on. Now for more videos on this channel, you can find it right here, such as the Google Assistant right there or the Amazon Alexa down here. And again, to subscribe, go ahead and click on that circle right there and like down below, leave a comment down below, help me out a little. Yeah, I'm glad I could help you with all these automations right here. Yeah, see ya.